Welcome back, folks, to another YouTube video. We are doing it on Rock, but we're changing it up a little bit, and I'll tell you why after you like, comment, and subscribe. That'd be really appreciated. And we are actually, I think, up, as you can see up here, we're doing pretty darn well, and I really do appreciate it. I'm not sure exactly what our percentage is at, but I will have it posted up here. But let's talk about what we're doing a little bit different. So, when looking at this, I don't know if you can tell right off the bat, but we are doing it in a different format. So this is the first donation deck that I received. It's from AdSalt, and they wanted me to be playing Pioneer. So just let me know how you feel about Pioneer. I have never played Pioneer, or I haven't played Pioneer on the channel. I'm kind of curious on your all's thoughts, but trying branching out into other formats is always a fun thing to do, and to try and bring back from Flare and some, throwback cards. Corsair Crucifix, Tireless Tracker. These are fun things. Deathrite Shaman, a card that's not even legal in Modern, a card that everyone thought was going to be too powerful for Pioneer, but, nothing happened to it. So what are we doing with this list? Well, it's just like a traditional mid-range list. I do like some things. This is their list, so some things that I like about this list, I like, just the traditional stuff. I think for Deathrite Shaman, actually, I really like it a lot. Some people think there's the Nombo with Grim Flare, but I actually think it's a pretty sweet combo. If it hits a land, that's great. And, that's something I really like. Golgari Queen, Vraska, I think is a very good card. Even in Modern, I was really impressed with the list with it. And Scavenging Ooze is also a great card. A lot of good things. Now, one thing that I'm a little bit concerned about this list, and we'll think about it and we'll talk about after the league, but for sure the amount of, what our lands are. So I think these woodland cemeteries should just go. I think they should be swamps and forests and more fabled passages, or just make them not tapped sources, one or the other. And I think that's going to be really predicated on whether or not you want to continue with this traverse plan. So if we want to keep the fabled passages, I would go with 4 traverse. If we don't, I think you got to just trim the fabled passages. I think we're like a little bit split here down the road. So that's something I would be a little bit concerned about. Also, sideboard cards. If you're gonna go on the traverse package, I would want like some Kalidases, some more silver bullets, like an Ishkanah would be kind of cool. You could even bring in an Emrakul as like a good, big bomb threat on like against control and whatnot. So I think you got to pick a lane here, and this deck's kind of trying to like balance two things here, where it's like a traditional mid-range deck or a traverse deck. Which, I mean, you can do both, but I think you need to pick a lane. So that's my main concern with this list. But other than that, everything else looks really good, and I'm excited to get into it. So I hope you all enjoy the first Pioneer video, and maybe more to come. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in the first match. Alrighty, folks, we are getting into the first match, and we are on the play, which is fantastic. Let's see if we're up against a companion or not. Up against a Lurrus. So what do we like about this hand? I feel like, okay, Oath of Nissa is not a bad one. Confine us a Planeswalker. Murderous Rider is fine. We also have Thoughtseize on one. So I'm not like completely off of this hand. I would like a little bit more, removal, maybe like a Fatal Push or something, but let's start off on a Thoughtseize here and see what we're up against. All right, so we're up against the, I forgot the 3-drop's name, but Featherweight or Featherfoot, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, the feather creature. So we want to obviously take the Soulscar Mage and limit their threats. So we can kill the 10th Legion district, or 10th District Legionnaire. So that is good. As long as they don't draw a creature on one, we should be in a decent shape. Oh, another Thoughtseize is pretty good. Let's give ourselves some more information before we Thoughtseize here. Well, obviously we're going to take a Soulscar Mage. Pretty easy. And then we will, or not Soulscar Mage, Scavenging Ooze. And then here we take the 10th Legion District, or I can't say this, 10th District Legionnaire, that card. And then we can play a Scooz and manage this Lurrus. So I think we're in a pretty good spot here. Another Thoughtseize, well, that deals with Lurrus. So let's just eat a creature now. I'm not sure what type of removal they could have, but growing this Scavenging Ooze out of 2 damage range is going to be nice in case they have like shocks effects, etc. So let's hope that they just buy alerts this turn. We go for a Thoughtseize, and we're looking good. So Thoughtseize, we get to eat Soulscar. You could just not care about Lurrus, but I think we want to Thoughtseize regardless here. So yeah, we'll take the Lurrus. We're going to eat both of their creatures now because they do have the Reckless Rage, which deals 2 to their creature and 4 to our creature. So let's just get in there. We also have a Murderous Rider. They don't have any protection spells, so I think we're in a good spot here. I think we are looking good. So Battlefield Forge makes me feel like they drew a creature here, because I feel like they would have just played Sacred Foundry tapped. All right, is this a feather? No, Dread Horde. All right, it's not that big of a deal. We're probably just not even gonna care about this. Like, they can anger it, but like we can just eat whatever they target. So I think this is a pretty fine board for us. All right, so let's play our Courser out. There is maybe some, incentive to just kill this now, but I'm pretty fine with just letting this be on the battlefield. Courser obviously is a fine one. So oh, they just concede. Fantastic. I'm kind of curious what was on top. A land into Vraska, tick up, discard, or sacrifice Othanissa. That is a combo that I'm ready to see. But let's see this. So Noxious Grasp are in. Blood Chief's Thirst are in. Liliana's Triumph is good. Extinction Event. I think this is good enough here. I think Liliana the Last Hope is not good here. It doesn't really kill anything that we're worried about. Deathrite Shaman's fine. All the removal spells are very good here. Do we trim the Lurises or the Coursers? We could trim the Coursers. I think Courser is not that great here. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. All right. Let's see. Anything else we want to? All right, I'll be right back. It's definitely gonna be contextual based on their start. So, all right, sorry folks, I got a phone call and I am finally back. Sorry about that, close. I think this is a little bit of a closer keep than I just like slamming, or closer keep than me just slamming the keep button. But we do have a land drop, we have a Deathrite Shaman, we have a removal spell. It's a little bit questionable, but I'm gonna keep it. And I'm curious what we're supposed to do on one here, if it's Deathrite or just traverse for a land drop. But I'm kind of thinking that we're just supposed to traverse for a land drop, and like especially if they don't play a creature on one, because Liliana's Triumph essentially is a kill spell, and they are on a mulligan to 5, so I think I'm a little bit more intrigued by that line. And like worst comes to worst, we get to play Grim Flare, and like then Deathrite Shaman becomes a little bit more important. But we'll see what they do on one. If they lead on a creature, I might not. I'm not actually certain. Let's see what they do. That's crazy. Mulligan to 5, that feels good, especially against their deck. Like, we are a removal heavy deck, and they are a creature heavy deck, so I'm definitely interested in just managing the board here. So yeah, I think okay, Othanissa I think is better than doing anything else then. Like, I know it doesn't guarantee get our land drop, but okay, well, maybe that was a mistake. Doesn't guarantee get us a land drop. Got us a Tireless Tracker instead. I mean, we were really just hoping that one of our top 4 cards was a land, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't backfire too poorly. Okay, so they don't have they don't have a spell. Okay, they have a second creature, which is not great. Second creature is actually not very good for us because we kind of wanted this Liliana's Triumph to do some work, but all right, let's go get our swamp. Guess we're playing out Deathrite. All right, well, their mulligan to 5 is looking a lot better than what we're doing here, so hopefully it doesn't go too poorly for us. Let's see. Okay, Reckless Rage, something we were concerned about. It's actually not that big of a deal here. As long as we're not dying too fast, we should be in an okay spot. So, well, let's see what the last card in hand is. Roiling Vortex. Okay, that one's fine. So we get to go. I'm kind of curious why they put this in their deck, but we'll see. I guess it's just like consistent damage. Did we leave our Lurises in? We did. Okay. Okay, so we can traverse for a green source. Green source grabs what? Well, we're definitely playing this out. Green source, play out our, do we want to play Grim or do we want to just Triumph here? I think we want to Triumph because if we draw a land next turn, we definitely want to go Vraska down tick on their other creature. If not, we get to go Grim Flare, Deathrite Shaman, and we do have life gain via Deathrite Shaman, which is nice. Okay, land is fine. We can Thoughtseize away the Luris, I guess. That's a decent way of thinking about this. So a land drop here would be really nice, but this Roiling Vortex might actually get us here. Luris, not a bad one. So yeah, I think we do have to go Deathrite into Thoughtseizing away Dolores. Doesn't feel amazing, especially since we are slowly dying here. All right, this is gonna be a tough one. The Roiling Vortex is coming in clutch for them, but we do have like a line here where we get to, I'm gonna chump block this turn if able. Okay, another Hoplite is fine. So yeah, we will chump. I think this is a fine chump block. We can go, depending on what we draw here, we might just go Grimflare, Scavenging Ooze. I think we're supposed to play the Ooze because it blocks pretty well. It does tie up their mana as well, which is kind of nice. Like, it blocks the best out of all the creatures in our hand, so I think Ooze is correct. All right, interesting that they're just doing this now. All right, just let this happen. Doesn't really matter if we don't, if we can't gain life. It's not too relevant. Please not a Reckless Impulse, or Reckless Rage, shit. That was the one we were afraid of, not gonna lie. And now I don't think we have a way out of this. They can just prevent us from gaining life, and we're pretty dead here. Does suck with them on a mold of 5, they kind of got us, but we really needed a land drop off of one of these, like either the Nissa or the Traverses. I mean, the Traverses got us lands, but like we kind of needed a land earlier. Super duper awkward hand. Now we find the land drop, which I guess doesn't, like, it does save us here. Yes, it buys us a turn maybe. Like we can go, yeah, I'll play to it, whatever. So we get to go Luris, play Deathrite, and then we can maybe somehow stabilize. I'm not sure how, but, and that Reckless Rage really got us there too, off the top. We get the trade block. We need them to brick here pretty bad. We'll see, maybe they don't brick. All right, does not change too much. Now we have to make these really awkward blocks, but all right. I mean, this is how we have to block. And then I'm not sure if we have an out. We can see though. I could be just like mistaken, we have an out, but I guess we kind of could if we draw Overgrown Tomb. Nope. All right, we are dead. Mulligan to 5 got us. Mulligan to 5 got us. We had an awkward hand. Probably should have thought about it a little bit more. All right, so Brutalities probably should come in. I think after playing with it, there's a card that I wanted to trim here. What card did I want to trim? I think the Deathrite Shaman, the DRSs, the Deathrite Shamans can go, and maybe these Coursers are a lot better than I thought they were. I think these Deathrite Shamans can just go against them, but maybe I'm incorrect. All right, we'll play. We'll play. Hopefully we have a better looking 7 here. Okay, well, no, that's not a keep. This hand's good. Definitely good, but what are we bottoming? I think it is the Fabled Passage. Could be Fabled Passage. I kind of want the Noxious Grass and the Courser. Yeah, I think it's Fabled Passage. I think it's actually kind of close too. Thoughtseize obviously is very good against them. Hopefully we can take out their. All right, they're on another mulligan to 5, so that's very good. And we have this time we actually have a hand that works. So these are two good things going for us. So Courser and Grimflare can do a lot of work in combination. We can put cards on top, which are lands, and then land. Well, we wouldn't put lands on top. We put it second from the top, etc. But you get the point. Essentially, we would be, hoping that Grimflare and Courser go hand in hand together. God's Willing or their creatures. I think we're supposed to take a creature, and I would assume it is Soulscar Mage because Soulscar Mage is better than Swifty. But I guess you could make the argument here that most of their removal is going to kill us anyways, and this deals a point of damage, so I think that's fine. Take the Swifty. Inspiring Vantage. Okay, Soulscar is fine. So, okay, Vraska Golgari Queen is a good one. We got Grimmy. Grimmy coming in. So we kind of want a Fatal Push here to kill their Soulscar Mage. Would be nice. Be very nice. Okay, so they drew a land. They're shocking. Interesting. You have a Reckless Impulse. Or Reckless, not Impulse, Reckless Rage. That is the card we're worried about. That definitely is the card we're worried about. All right, hopefully they attack. No attacks. Okay, that is fine. All right, well, let's play out our Courser here. Hopefully we have a land drop in the top 2, and then we can just get in there. Ooh, okay. Thoughtseize is a good one to have on top, actually. It's a very good one to have on top. First of all, it stops them from, buying Lurrus and doing Lurrus things, but also it's just a good card to have. We can also get rid of the God's Willing because we do have a removal spell for Lurrus, so it's kind of interesting what you want to do here. But let's see. Okay. Needle Verge Pathway, down. Ancestral Anger, okay. +1/+0. No Reckless Impulse, please. They attack, I'm not blocking here. No reason to block. No reason to block. If they want to get in some extra points, that's fine. They don't have a way to stop us from gaining life, so I think we're fine with this. Castle Lochthwain. Okay. I think we actually want to attack here first, and I'm gonna attack with the Grimflare. I understand you might want to get the Courser value right now, but I think we're fine. Okay. Do we even want Castle Lochthwain? Probably not. That can go into the bin. I think Scavenging Ooze is a good one to have, so we will put that on top and put the Woodland Cemetery on top, play it, gain our life. We have a Scavenging Ooze now, and let's just Thoughtseize them. We can get rid of this God's Willing if we want. God's Willing, Writ for Battle, and Titan Strength. I mean, I think it's just the God's Willing. I think it's not even terribly close. We're at 10. Do we need to block this turn? So this is 3. I might want to block. Okay, they drew a land, so I guess now we don't really have that fear. So this can just be 5 points of damage. I think that's fine. 5 points of damage doesn't matter to me. Sure. Then we can play Scooze, eat the Monastery Swift Spear, and I think we're in a good spot. They kept a card on top, so that's whatever. So they're just gonna buy Lurrus this turn, which I think is fine. Okay, ooh, a Fabled Passage is a good one. I highly doubt we're not gonna be playing that one. So I'm actually gonna play it now. I think it's just like strictly better play it now. Liliana's Triumph is also a good one. Oopsies. We will play our Ooze and go to attacks here with just Grimflare. Okay. We might want to give ourselves some Ooze fodder here. So yeah, let's just bin the 2 creatures, keep the Triumph on top. We can always shuffle away if we don't want it. And now we have some Ooze fodder here. We can eat our, Lurrus or Grimflare. Defiant Strike, sure. So we are essentially at 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 10 life, so it's gonna be pretty hard for me to see us losing from here. All right, they play the Lurrus. They don't even get to attack here. We get to Noxious Grasp it, and then I don't think we actually want this Triumph anymore. We have this Vraska, not Liliana. I'm so used to saying Liliana. So we will go get our forest here, or a forest here. Oh, shit, oopsies. I just passed my priority. That is not good. Well, we're so far ahead that it just doesn't matter. All right, so how do we want to do this then? Because I messed up. I did mess up. I just clicked through my turn on accident. Great. Not good for us, but it's not that big of a deal. I think we play Vraska here and kill the Lurrus. Or, shoot, no, I should have played Noxious Grasp. All right, well, we are playing... all right, okay, they conceded, fantastic. All right, because of the misclick, it made it a little bit hairier, but no, it's okay. Anyways, we take the first match down. I'll see you all in match number 2. We're up against a featherweight deck because they had Lurrus. So welcome back to match number 2. Now that I'm thinking about it, well, first of all, this is a mulligan. I don't know why I just thought about it and it just popped into my head, but I just realized that I don't know what I was thinking. Apologies on that. I think this is a pretty easy mulligan, or a pretty easy putting back a Lurrus. It's not like super impactful, and I kind of have a pretty nice curve here, so. Okay, well, this is an issue. I think we take Niv. We can deal with everything. We can deal with the Nahiri some other way, but this is gonna be a tough matchup. Definitely gonna be a tough one. Yeah, we just play our Woodland Cemetery, say go. We're gonna have to really pull ahead here pretty fast. It's gonna be a difficult one. I think, ooh, okay. Well, that's a good one to play on 3 because this threatens ultimate pretty quickly, and I'm not sure if they can beat a ultimated Liliana of the Last Hope. So that was a fantastic draw, actually. Okay, Clothis is okay. Let's play our Courser, find this land drop. Nope. All right. Kind of wanted to get a land drop there, but it's not that big of a deal that we don't have it. Again, all we're doing is hoping that this Liliana, the Last Hope, can get us there. They do have a lot of ways to remove something like that. Okay, they might just Nahiri minus on our Courser. Kind of curious if they know that they can do that. Oh, I guess they don't. At least I would have thought they would have if they could have. They know. Well, a Thoughtseize is a good one to have on top. It's kind of awkward, right? Like, I want my land drop, but I think Thoughtseize is fine to have on top, so we just let it stay there. We just need to snipe a Niv if we have the chance. Or hopefully they don't have anything. Okay, they're exiling the Confluence, making, mana of whatever, red or green. Okay. Another Agatha Triome. Agatha. It's good that they made red. They had a Dreadbore. Oh, that sucks. That was kind of our whole plan. Not good for us. And this Traverse is looking super duper awkward. All right, well, I have a feeling that this is the deck that preys upon decks like ours, but we'll see. All right, let's get this Vraska going. Next turn. We got a turn. I mean, we kind of need to find an Assassin's Trophy now, or we kind of just lose. Let's see. Definitely a tough one. So we're gonna need Duresses, Brutalities, probably Noxious Grasps. Oh, hold up, turn off all yields. Oops. Oopsies. All right. Well, we can't beat Niv. All right, we're dead here. We can't beat the Niv. That kind of sucks, but if they go get Niv Mizzet, we're dead. So we'll fight them on this game. So we need Brutalities for sure. We need Duresses for sure. I think Noxious Grasp is also okay. And what else do we want here? Or not want, I should say. I think Traverses can come out. I think, curious if Luris is even good. I'm not convinced that it's good. Decay, also not great. Oozes can go. And maybe we can trim a push because Noxious Grasp is just kind of like better here. So let's hope. Let's hope. I mean, this is a pretty good hand. This is kind of the combo I was thinking of. We have Deathrite on 1, Brimflare on 2, Vraska on 3. If we draw an untapped source. So, I'm not sure if it's amazing, but... Right. I have plans with Riley today.
Okay. Invite your stranger.
Yeah, I'll invite you guys. Want to go to Waffle House with us? All right, Fabled Passage. Interesting. Untap source. Ooh, find a land maybe. Turn 3 Vraska Golgari Queen.
I'll put some pants on.
Question mark? Oh baby, I think all of these are going to the bin. All of them are gone. Let's exile our land for a green. Play Vraska. And let's start ticking up. I don't think we want to sack anything here, but next turn we do have this Oath of Nissa to sacrifice, which is kind of a combo, kind of not. It's a nombo. That's something. Plus then we can Luris it back, which is kind of cool. So there's some nice things about this line. See what they have here. A Clothis. Okay. It's not that big of a deal. All right, let's lead on Oath. Do I want Tracker or a land? I think I'd rather a land, to be honest. Let's sacrifice this Oath. Brutality. All right. So if we wanted to, we could Brutality them, turn on Delirium, but I don't actually think that's that important. Don't think it's that important. Yeah, we can put everything in the bin here. Don't want any of those cards. I kind of just want like a Thoughtseize or something. So let's exile their Ooh, I guess I made a slight mistake. I probably didn't want to put the force into the bin. All right, let's brutality them then. I guess 2 modes. That was a slight misstep on my part. We can discard this Quagmire. So they have Blood Baron, a Vescopa, a Bring Delight, and an Omnath. Okay, so we only have one option to take, and we will say go. We want to eat the land that they target or the spell that they target. Well, we will exile the land. Make a green, whatever. We have Veil Summer up, totally not banned in this format. F6, Rootbound Crag. All right, so they have, that was the card they drew. So they have an Omnath, which is like not the biggest deal in the world, but not a deal. Duress, okay. So we tick up, we're not gonna sacrifice anything. I think this turn we just go Lurrus, buy back Deathrite Shaman, and just plan to kill them with this Vraska ultimate. I guess we can offer the trade here. Whatever, we'll just hold back. All right, so do you have a way, hold, turn off all yields, oopsies. Do you have a way to not lose to Vraska Golgari Queen is the real question. Because if they don't, then, you know, or if they have a way to deal with it, then we're dead, but, you know, that -9 is looking beautiful. Did we draw a Bring Delight? It seems like we did. They need a way to deal with this or else they're actually dead. Shadow's Verdict. Should I have duressed them? I'm not sure. I really feel like I shouldn't have, but I mean, now it feels like we should have now, but I think in reality, just great. It's not good for us at all. All right, let's tick up, sack this land. All right, well, that's pain. That is pain. Not gonna lie, that is a painful way to lose this match. What'd they draw? We're just cycling here? A Niv Mizzet? The pain of doing discard. All right, they got a trophy, a Dragon Lord, Ojutai, a Bring Delights. Alrighty, folks, that was a tough one. I'll see you all in match number 3. Welcome, folks, to match number 3. We are on the draw, and we have a pretty decent one. We're up against a Laris Companion, but I mean, this hand looks pretty good. Oh, up against an Urborg deck. Thoughtseize. Well, kind of curious what they're going to take. They might just take our Thoughtseize since we don't have removal in our hands, but I'm kind of curious what they take. I think it would make a lot of sense to just take Thoughtseize, but to each their own. They could play Oath or take Oath or Grim. I mean, Grim doesn't make sense. It's either like, I think it's one of these 3 cards right here. I could see an argument for all of them. Definitely depends on their hand. Very contextual here. Let's see what they take. Take our Thoughtseize, which is kind of what I thought, but do I want to show them that we drew that? I don't think so. Make them a little bit scared. Courser or Woodland Cemetery? I think we're good with a Courser here. Any order it up. All right, so we do have turn 2 Grim, which is not bad. But, okay, that was the card we were afraid of. Well, I guess that kind of answers things in a little bit, but this is the card that we were worried of. They have Seasoned Pyromancer as well, or not Seasoned, Young Pyromancer. We could be in a world of hurt pretty quickly here. We will see. Hopefully they have nothing here. What is this? Yep, okay, Young Pyro. Pretty good. We have a Fatal Push. We have a Thoughtseize into another Thoughtseize. All right, definitely a tough way to start this match. So I'd assume they leave us with 2 Courser Prefixes. They're not that good. We'll block here, I guess. It doesn't change much here. Does not change much. All right, well, we'll block. We'll gain our 1 life, or 1 life point. All right, I mean, something. We're in desperate need of not lands on top. That's not what I wanted to see. At least this does fetch, so we have some library manipulation here. We also do have a castle, which is pretty good in this matchup. We'll see how it goes. Please know, Fatal Push with a Fatal Passage on the field is pretty spooky. Another Pyromancer. Well, I guess we're double blocking here. I think they've gotten their value out of this card. We do get something out of the exchange though, so double block. Hope this works. I mean, it doesn't really matter if they have a Fatal Push. We would have lost our creature anyway, so. All right, they have 1 card in hand. That's not bad. All right, well, we're playing Fatal Passage off the top. Fatal Push. I mean, that's probably good enough to draw. I would assume so. We could just attack with Grimflare, see what happens, because we do have sneaky Delirium here. I'm kind of curious if they notice it, but I don't think I want to do that just yet. Okay, go blank. Well, we are losing our hand. Rip. There goes our castle, which was a very good card, actually. And we lose Delirium here. Oh, tough match, tough match. Turn off auto. Is Fatal Push even good enough? I mean, it kills Luris. I mean, I think we need something better than a Fatal Push, to be honest. I think we need either Scavenging Ooze or, okay, Tireless Tracker can do it. Oh, kind of wanted something else on top, but Tireless Tracker was a card we were looking for, to be honest. Deathright Shaman's pretty decent. All right, they're fetching. I'd assume they drew a Fatal Push here. Obviously a tough match. Like there's nothing really that I can like anything else I can say other than this has been a tough one. All right, so they have a Claim Fame, which is fine. Surprised they didn't just buy their Luris. Guess they're just trying to attack us here. They swing out. I guess we are dead. I mean, so if we block. They get the, okay, they even get the Fatal Push. Yeah, we're dead here. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. I guess, yeah, that makes a lot of sense why they did that. All right. Extinction Event, I think, is fine. Blood Chief's Thirst is obviously good here. I think the Soul Guide Lanterns are a must, and I think the Brutalities will be good. What do we want to trim? Deathright Shaman actually looks good here. Skooz looks good here. Courser is fine. I'm gonna trim a land. I'm gonna trim our Hissing Quagmire. I don't really like that here. Assassin's Trophy can go too much in their favor. Golgari Queen is also a little skeptical to me, but like it is a Planeswalker in a mid-range matchup, which is kind of good. These Traverses can probably come out, and I'm gonna say these Deathright Shamans are just like not strong enough, but maybe they are. Maybe we just want to trim the Thoughtseizes. That's something that people like doing in mid-range mirrors, so I guess we can do that and bring in our land. All right. Let's hope this is a little bit better. That was a tough match one, or a tough game one, not match one. Very tough game one. Definitely a better looking hand. This is definitely an insta keep. So yeah, we got Deathright and Oath here, but we have the combo Deathright into Grimflare. So I'm gonna lead on Deathright here. See what happens. Yield through the turn real quick. And then next turn we have what? We'll see what happens here, but all right, they kill it, whatever. Not that big of a deal. They have a Grimflare. All right, we also have a Forster, which is actually a pretty decent draw. We'll see what happens, see if they have a removal spell here or not. All right, Dread Horde is not a problem. I'm definitely gonna Oath and Nissa here, try and find a land drop. Sweet. Any order? Let's go with a Fatal Push. We get to manipulate the top of our deck, let this Courser come in and instantly get a land next turn. Potentially, do we want any of these? So, do we want any of these? I don't think we want the Grimflare, and I don't think we want the Soul Guide Lantern. I'm just trying to think if we want I think we do want the Murderous Rider, to be honest. I think we're gonna want that. Oh, I should have played the, I'm sorry. There's just so many things to think about when you're looking at like the Travert or the Grimflare targets that it just kind of, you know, doesn't go well, but. Oh, they have an Angrath Rampage. Interesting. We might get rewarded for us kind of effing up here, but we'll see. Lava Coil, all right. Well, I think this is okay. I'm still gonna slam the Courser. Can I tap? I can tap correctly. Ooh, Liliana the Last Hope. Banger on top. Absolute banger. First of all, it can buy us something back and it can just start eating their creatures, so that's pretty good. We buying Luris. Yes, sir. All right. It's fine with us. We'll block, I promise. Fabled Passage, good one. All right. Let's go with although I kind of want this Oath, I think we're gonna have to deploy all of our stuff this turn. High with the Eye Tyrant, not a great one on top, but play our Liliana the Last Hope here. Pick up, and let's play our Soul Guide Lantern. So, okay, this gets Fatal Push, that's fine. We can go Soul Guide Lantern. We can just eat the Stitcher's Supplier here. Oh, I guess they have two. It doesn't really matter what we're eating. We're gonna pop this regardless. Next turn we have Liliana down tick and buy back our, I guess, Grimflare here. Just a 4/4. Let's pop it. Because then we get to go Brutality, kill the Luris, and buy back Grimflare. So I think it's okay. Okay, Dreadhorde doesn't matter. Let's see what we draw here. Oh yeah, we knew we were drawing Hive. So we definitely want to Brutality the Luris. The better question is, do we want to uptick here or downtick? I actually think we want to uptick, as weird as it is. I think it makes their board a little bit less threatening. Like any top deck like Fatal Push is kind of bad. It makes that like unplayable, uncastable. Now we can just, I guess we're just going to continue up the uptick train here. Oh, I should have targeted that. I don't know why I didn't. Let's just go with a Murderous or Swift End on the Dreadhorde here and cast our Deathrite Shaman. Hope they conceded. Sweet. I 100%. It's the small things that matter here. The small things that matter. We are messing up some small stuff. All right. So they kept in their Thought Seizes, which I guess that makes some sense. I think we want this removal spell here. Let's take out this Courser. We want the removal spell just like on the draw. I think we want more removal for their Deathrite, or not their Deathrite Shaman, for their 2-drop the Dreadhorde Arcanist. That card is terrifying. This hand's questionable. I think Soul Guide Lantern's pretty good though. We do have a creature land as well, which is nice. Okay, they have a creature land, which is not great. All right, Oath of Nissa was a great draw. Fantastic draw. Upland Cemetery, not what we were looking for. We kind of wanted those 2 removal spells that were on top, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, Den. Okay. Awkward. I guess we can play both Soul Guide Lanterns and eat both of the Village Rites here. Doesn't seem like a horrible line. All right, we're drawing a little too many lands here, but we'll eat a Village Rites. We'll eat a second Village Rites and say go. Next turn, we might just go Grimflare and tapped Quagmire, but we are kind of in a sticky situation, to say the least. Not looking too hot here. Okay, card's interesting. Interesting card. All right, what are we looking for? A Liliana the Last Hope would be good. Or would it? No, it'd be fine. It would just, no, it really wouldn't be that great. A removal spell for one of these creatures would be good. And that's actually a pretty decent one. So we can push the Blood Harvester, play our Urborg here, and play out the Grimflare. Does block pretty reasonably. Our hand, like, it's not good, but we do have 2 Soul Guide Lanterns here, so that is something. Blood Chief's Thirst is fine. Hopefully they have a Thoughtseize here. Okay, they're just buying Luris. Interesting. Interesting. What are we looking for? Probably a Tireless Tracker here. Murderous Rider. Not bad. And take this opportunity to play our land tapped. Take that opportunity. Keep a land untapped, but I think it's fine. Okay, they have a castle. Pretty spooky here, not gonna lie. All right, so we kind of have to pop this, which sucks, but can't let them get free value here. Murderous Rider, the Luris here. I'm gonna do it now in combat. We still have some pretty big concerns here. First of all, we are obviously behind on the board. They have a Hive of the Eye Tyrant. They have a Castle Locthwain, and our hand is just 2 lands. We don't really have much going on, but 3 lands, not much going on. But we kind of just have to start deploying here. We've fallen behind pretty immensely just because like our draw steps haven't been amazing. But that's not like necessarily why we've fallen behind this game. We have a Fatal Push. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Well, to activate the Hive, we're in pretty big trouble. I guess they're gonna activate Den here. Oh, they have 2 creature lands. Yikes. Oh, this is going poorly for us, folks. We're gonna need a hell of a lot to come back from this situation. But it can be done, I guess. Can be done. All right, so we're taking 4, 5, 6, 7. It's decent chunk down to 4. Or wait, did I miscount? 5? No, yeah, we took 6. My bad. I did miscount. Another land. No. All right, tireless tracker. Sadly, not going to be good enough here, but we needed you a tad bit earlier, my friends. A tad bit earlier. I guess we should do this now. There's always a chance we draw something that's good. Nebraska, I don't know if that's good, but we're not technically dead. We can block the den. They have a fetch land. We are technically dead, or we are dead. Not technically, we are just dead. Village rights, interesting. All right, well, I'll just pass my turn here. Pass my priority. Priority. So this is gonna die, which is not great. Okay, so what are our outs here? We're gonna need a fatal push here pretty bad, but we get to go Vraska down tick here. They're gonna activate the den, tick up, Blood Harvester. Well, maybe now we don't have an out. We did have an out before. All right. Oh, Extinction Event could maybe help us here. I mean, it would buy us no time at all. All right. Well, let's see how many more lands we would have had. Tough flood there. Tough flood. All right, that's match number 3. I'll see you all in match number 4. Welcome back, folks, to match number 4. Let's see if we can take this one down. Starting hand is, it's questionable, but we'll see. It has the start that I like, the Deathrite Shaman into Grimflare. I don't think we're Thoughtseize on 1. Just like I'm not sure like what's the incentive to Thoughtseize on 1, but I don't really want to right now. I'm not sure. Like there's some matchups where Thoughtseize on 1 might be okay, but I think waiting with it is just like pretty interesting. All right, Hall. So this is definitely a matchup where getting down well, that's not a good draw, but if it is control, then it's going to be a good matchup to have our creatures on the board now, and then saving the Thoughtseize for later for like, a Supreme Verdict or some other type of mass removal spell. So not a bad start. Also, Grimflare is pretty decent in this matchup, right? Filtering our draws is something that we're kind of looking for. Maybe we can also hit a 4-mana whatchamacallit, although we don't really want to run into Censor here, so maybe that's not really where we want to be. Well, Lurrus is a good one, and I'm pretty fine taking a shot of not getting in for 1 point and having an opportunity to mill a land and a 1-drop and have both Lurrus and the 1-drop on the field. Because I'm not sure, there's not many 2-mana counter spells that they could have. They could have like a Essence Scatter or something like that, but all right, so this was exactly what we were looking for. Oh, well, shoot, I kind of messed that up. I should have probably kept the Thoughtseize there, but play Lurrus. All right. Get a Oath Anissa, which is kind of what we were looking to do here. And then next turn we can go for the Thoughtseize and kind of just hope. They probably don't counter this either. I mean, if they didn't counter the Lurrus, they're not going to counter this. So no real reason in my mind to counter it. Love a creature. All right, I guess we'll take Courser. Not the best creature. Kind of wanted like a Tireless Tracker or something, but it'll have to do. I guess it's fine to mill the Thoughtseize. It's not like we were going to... Oh, they're an Omen of the Sea deck. Why is this... The art's not popping up, but... Oh, there it is. Omen of the Sea deck. They aren't playing Yorion either, so I'm kind of interested. It feels like this is just traditional control, but there's always a chance that it's not. Scry's 2 to the bottom. All right. I'm kind of curious to see what they are. There are plenty of things they could be. Well, we're not scared of Verdict anymore, based off of what's going on here. I think we're going to hold back Shaman, see if we can hit something for our Lurrus. Another Oath Anissa would be nice. Something cheap would be nice. All right, Grimflare is that. Blooming Marsh can hit the bin. We will keep this Liliana on top. We get another Grimflare, which is awesome. Honestly, I'm gonna lead on Thoughtseize here. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up before I figure out exactly what I'm doing. But Dictate of Crewfix. Okay, interesting. Ashiok's Eraser. I don't care. So this is a mono blue devotion list. Okay, I guess we're just taking Omen of the Sea. Like all these cards kind of suck and don't do anything. So let's just take that. Go with a Grimflare, black, and yeah. Let's shock this in, exile an instant or sorcery, drain them for 2. Next turn, can we present lethal if we go Deathrite Shaman push it, then this is 8, 11, 12, and we already put them. Oh, don't know who just trade requested me. That was a little interesting, but that just threw me off. So, okay. I mean, we're gonna go for lethal here, I believe. Exile our Thoughtseize. And then we go for the Deathrite Shaman plus Fatal Push play. Worst comes to worst, we can just put it back. I guess we can also mill with our Liliana here. Well, let's lead on Liliana here because they have this Ashiok's Eraser, and if they want to use it, that's fine. But we will kill them. All right, well, we'll mill then. See if we can turn on Delirium here. We do not. Okay. Nothing has left the battlefield. Is it risky to go for the push line? It might be. Whatever, let's do it. Let's play a Deathrite Shaman. Let's go to attacks. I guess they do have the Ashiok's Eraser here. Engulf the Shore. Okay, that makes some sense. All right, well, that sucks. And let's, I guess, pass. I mean, good thing we didn't go for the push line. So their hand, well, it's kind of interesting. We can just deploy back to the board here. Okay, so they're just passing. It seems like they have something here. All right, Assassin Trophy's probably good. I'd love a seal land. Right, lands are good. Let's go with, what do we want to go with? I mean, all these options are not great, but let's lead on our, see what happens here. No, is this going to be the Ashiok's Eraser target? It's really not that bad if it is, but all right, sure. We can always trophy that one back to our hand, or back to the, where does it go? Turn the card to the owner's hand. Yeah, back to our hand. So let's play out our Luris, and I actually think we want to, I think we probably want to play this Othanissa out here. Play green. We kind of want to go get our Planeswalkers out on the battlefield. And we can also start looping these, which is pretty awesome. I don't think we're going to need Tracker here. We're not going to need more things. We are kind of flooded. I mean, flooded with resources, so I'm kind of more interested in having actual lands rather than Tireless Tracker itself. Like, there's already a Dictator Crewfix on the battlefield. We're fine. Let's just kind of hope that, well, let's see. So they have the Nykthos. That Engulf the Shore draw was pretty darn good, not gonna lie. Definitely a problem. But we can start, again, like, we do have a Deathrite Shaman. We can start nugging them for 2 a turn. See what they do here. A Gadwick. Interesting. All right, so we can just push that one. That one is not that big of a deal. Tapping. Search is gone. All right. All right. I mean, that's fine. You might want to trophy the Crewfix here. I just don't want them to keep drawing cards, but we'll see. We shall see. I kind of want to draw a Vraska, Golgari Queen, and then we can just minus on it. So that would be a pretty cool option. Okay, are they going to upkeep Raisin Borrower or what? Our Luris. Okay, I guess that is fine. All right, this is a-okay with me. All right, draw an extra card. It's a Courser. Let's tick up, target the Gadwick. We can go Fatal Push on the Gadwick because they did return our Luris and left the battlefield. And then we get to go Luris plus, you know, I guess another Deathrite Shaman. So Luris, well, I guess we're gonna want to Othanissa first here. Maybe we'll just Assassin's Trophy this Dictate. We'll see what we draw here though. Grimflare or another Luris, well, or a Fabled Passage. I guess Luris is a fine one to take. And let's just trophy this Dictate now. All right. I'm not sure if this is the correct target to bop, but I kind of don't want them to keep drawing a bunch of cards. We already have enough cards to do enough. I think this is an okay option. This is a little bit of a tricky deck that I haven't seen before, so kind of curious to see what happens. Kind of curious. We can also kind of manage their graveyard. We can Deathrite Shaman the Engulf. So that's something. We do have Delirium as well, which is good. All right, I mean, we'll see what's going on. They also have a Brazen Borrower here to try and kill our Liliana, which is not that big of a deal, but definitely something we also need to be conscious of. I'm kind of curious what sideboard options we have. I'm guessing Outland Liberator is fantastic in this matchup. So is Duress. They're making 4 mana. Have another Gadwick maybe? Could be it. Gadwick would be reasonable. Okay, Narset is fine. Good thing we got rid of that Dictate, right? Good thing we got rid of the dictate. They might have seen another omen. Okay. I am just kind of confused what's going on. Okay, they have another Nykthos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one can make 6 mana. So they have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they have a decent amount of mana. A decent chunk of change over there. All right, opponent. What do we got? What do we have? What do we have? Is this a Gadwick maybe? Drawing 3. It's fine. They have... Okay. They have stuff going on. They have things and stuff. That's what I can say. They have things and stuff. Do we have an upkeep trigger? They might have something they want to do in our upkeep. Fabled oh, shoot. Well, shit. All right. This was a mistake. Well, let's attack Narset with our Lurrus. 2, 3, so they have 3 mana, casting Brazen Borrower. Interesting they want to do that now. Interesting they want to do that now. All right, so we have no attacks. No attacks. We will uptick, kill the Brazen Borrower. Let's play our Oath here. We can also play our, let's see what we find. Okay, we found our Vraska. That's what we were kind of looking for. So let's go with a Vraska. I think we want to kill the Gadwick here. Yeah, I think that's fine. And let's go with a exiling of the Nykthos here. Let's play out our Courser, green it up. Green there, Courser, see if we want to play our land. Ooh, we have a reverse on top is good. Play out our other Deathrite. All right. Deathrite Shamans coming in. That's for a turn, so they are actually under some immense pressure here. We also have a Vraska Golgari Queen on the board, and we have Vraska is pretty darn sweet here with Lurrus, so they're gonna have to do something. They could have Days Undoing, I guess. That is an option. So if they have like Engulf the Shore plus Days Undoing, that could be pretty bad for us. They have a Thassa's Oracle. Interesting. All right, so that's how they're winning the game. I believe Days Undoing's legal in Pioneer. I'm not actually 100% on that one, but I might be wrong. I'm actually kind of curious now. I'm not the best with legality in Pioneer, so I might be completely wrong on that front, but we'll see. We will see. Omen of the Sea, sure. They haven't activated their Narset, so I feel like they do have something like that, but Days Undoing's probably not legal in Pioneer, right? I would highly doubt it. Okay, they passed the turn. Don't really want this Blooming Marsh, but let's start with a Traverse. I think we're getting Murderous Rider here and just trying to kill this Narset. Is there anything else that seems interesting? I don't think so. Let's go Swift in the Narset. 1, 2, 3. We can buy it back with our Liliana. Okay, let it resolve. Play our land. Okay, so I definitely don't want that land on top. So let's fetch it away. And then we can play our Oath of Nissa here. I guess we'll tick up first with our... Another land's not great, but I guess it doesn't matter. I'd rather filter through this land, and then we can tick up with Vraska. Let's see what we find. Liliana is another good one. Deathrite's honestly probably better, though, so... Oh, we found another land on top. That's okay. NBD. All right, sacrifice this Oath. Another land. Yikes. All right, go to combat. We will attack you with the Lurrus and the Courser, and we have Deathrite Shamans on the drain duty. They didn't flip Search for Azcanta, interestingly enough. I mean, I'd assume they have an Engulf the Shores here. Maybe they don't. Maybe, just maybe they don't. Take 2. I mean, we have them dead in a turn, so I'd be pretty hard pressed to see them taking this damage. Omen of the Sea. All right, it's not a problem. It's also nice to know that they're tapped out here. So like after we move phases, they won't have anything to do, which is kind of nice. Scries 2 to the bottom. Yeah, it looks like an Engulf. Okay. Let's exile your Engulf, deal 2 to you. Let's exile our Thoughtseize, deal 2 to you. We'll play both of our DRSs out. I'm so used to saying DRCs. Second main, here we come. Tick up with Lily, play our Deathrite Shamans out. Deathrite, number 1, number 2. I mean, I'm not sure how they're gonna beat our Deathrite Shamans. They kind of needed to Ashiok's Eraser them, but as long as we don't play stupidly into that, we should be all good. Should be all good. How do we not play stupidly into it? That is the real question. And do we have enough? We're gonna need, no, we have enough instants and sorceries in the bin. Let me grab my water bottle. All right, what are they doing here? Thassa's Oracle number 2. Welcome back. Welcome back, buddy. So as long as we don't get Ashiok's Erasered here, we should be good. We actually don't have a removal spell for it though. How do we do this? It's gonna be a tough one. Gonna be a tough one. They're making 7. If it's just Gadwick, I don't care. We can also, what we can do here is we can play Murderous Rider, tick up with Vraska, sacrifice it. I guess, oh, we don't get it back because it goes back on top of our, or in the bottom of our library. All right, so they're just Ascantaine. They got a Narset, which is not that big of a deal. Narset, they're gonna need to find an Engulf here to do it on our upkeep, or do it before we untap here, which, like, if that's their whole turn, I literally don't care, but we'll see. Do we have, like, okay, we do have Days Undoing, that's fine. That is fine. I thought it was legal, but I actually wasn't 100% sure about that one. So that was a pretty good draw, right? Fatal Push was decent. Start on the mill here. 2 good ones. I'm guessing we're just ticking up here. Doesn't really matter. We won't sack anything because we can't draw more than 1 card a turn. Play out our Murderous Rider. I guess we should Fatal Push this now because I don't want them Ashiok's Erasering it. I don't want it getting exiled. So yeah. All right, say go. Go ahead, opponent. Go ahead. And they beat us. I'm not sure. So I thought Days Undoing was legal, but I wasn't 100% sure. I knew it was legal. I mean, I didn't know it, but I knew it. That's my, I knew it. No, I thought it was legal. I remember it being legal and thinking that was a strange card to be legal, but that was fine. So what are we doing here? Leyline of Anticipation. Well, because I'm worried about a Days Undoing, I'm gonna do this now. If they Days Undoing, then we want to have these cards exiled. All right, so they're at 2. Here we are, we can F6 now. Leyline of Anticipation, it's a fine one. So they have to engulf the shore now into Days Undoing, something like that. This game has been very wild. Do we have an engulf? Or are we looking for one of the other options? They're also on 9 minutes of clock. So I think we are good here. At least I would imagine we're not losing this game or this match. I'm not really certain what's going on. I know they are like a really wonky blue control list. So I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen. So we're making a bunch of mana. We're probably as Ascantaine looking for a way to bounce our Deathrite Shamans because that is presenting lethal. So they are looking for an Engulf the Shore, which they do only have, I guess they have 3 copies left in the list. Leyline of Anticipation doesn't do anything. They can flash that in, which is cool, I guess. Are we getting there? Are we getting there, folks? This has been a very, very long and grueling game. Okay, another Narset. So we're looking for it this turn. They have to get an Engulf the Shore, play it, and like it's not even that big of a deal. Like it's not great for us, but and Omen, you've already made your land drop, so I don't think they have it. I think we've won this game. I think we have won this game. Omen, what are we looking for? I guess a Days Undoing would happen. That could win them the game. We'd draw a card. Yeah, I guess Days Undoing could do it. No, Days Undoing doesn't do it because we just have attackers. I don't know what they're looking for. Very wild game. All right, we won it. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I need to take a quick cut and then I'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. As we talked about, I think Outland Liberator is a great option here. Duress is obviously very good here. The Fatal Pushes can go for sure. That's like not even like a close question. Ass Trophy and Abrupt Decay are good. Ooze, I'm not sure. Brutality comes in. What do we not want? Traverses? I mean, Deathrite Shamans are pretty good here. Hissing Quagmire and Traverses, maybe? I don't know. Deathrite Shaman is a little weird here. Like, it's good, and it won us that game, but I don't know if it's good in the... Maybe Courser's just bad. I'll trim the Coursers. I'm not sure. This is going to be a tough one. I don't think we are actually that favored in this matchup, so... sure, we have Outland Liberator, which I think is probably the best card in our deck by a country mile. So let's keep that one. We have a Witching Well. Interesting. Again, our opponent is on 7 minutes, so I'm not really sure if they can win this one from here, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, say go. All right, Othanissa, don't find us another land, please. Find us a creature spell or planeswalker. I'm fine with either. Or don't whiff. Courser or Luris. I think it's Luris. I mean, Courser just does nothing. It's just a 2/4 body that doesn't really do much. And like, if they somehow counter our Luris, I'd rather have another one in our hand. So Outland Liberator, go ahead. Win us this match. I think this card honestly could single-handedly win us the game in this matchup here. Ooh, baby, that was a good one. That was a good one. Outland Liberator, don't have a day, or I'm so used to calling it days. Don't have a censor. Alrighty. We're looking good here. We're looking good. We have a spell. This is good for 2 reasons. One, they have to play on their turn, and 2, like, okay. Brazen Borrower's good. That is annoying. We have a Days Undoing. Days Undoing would be annoying. They might actually just have to hard cast it, like, ooh, Thassa. Target creature you control can't be blocked. All right, sure. Sure. Let's go with the Liberator. Day part 2. Guess we'll play the untapped land. Don't think our life total really matters, and there's a chance that we're gonna need an untapped source at some point. I was thinking about playing the Tomb, but I don't think it's that relevant. I think it's, if this wasn't the mono blue engulf the shore control matchup, I think I would think about it a little bit more. But I'm pretty convinced that Overgrown Tomb is gonna be just an untapped source here. So we just, I mean, if they say go, we'll attack, try and destroy the Witching Well. Oh, okay, Craft Digger's Cage, sure, like whatever. That's fine with me. Ooh, another one. Well, that one's pretty good, although I do think Vraska is just better here. I guess they get to play out their Brazy Bee and attack it down, but we can just like tick up, discard the Othanissa, or sacrifice the Othanissa. So I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that doesn't seem that bad to me. And then we can down tick on the Brazen Borrower if we need to, or we can just continue ticking up. But yeah, let's just tick up, sacrifice this Oath, and draw the card. See what's going on. Duress. Duress is good. That's a good one. That is a good one. They're playing out their Brazen Borrower. Annoying, but fine, as we said. They almost have their Devotion to Blue up. Maybe that was something I should have considered. Forgot about Devotion to Blue. 4. So this makes a mana, essentially. They only have 2 cards in hand. Don't have a Witching Well, please. Land. Fine. If it's Narset Days Undoing, I'm so sad. All right, this is fine. Whatever, we'll deal with it. They get to kill our Vraska. That's not that big of a deal. Again, they are on 4 minutes. It will suck if we have to beat them because of, you know, time constraints, but this is kind of the problem with playing a deck like this. So, like, it's kind of, I'm not gonna say it's their fault, but like, you gotta be able to manage your time a little bit better when you're on stuff like that. I know the game was long, it does suck, but kind of one of the reasons why Magic, I do like Magic Online a little bit. Like if this was in a PT, or like on a PT, like a PTQ or like a GP, like it would be kind of annoying to like lose a match to time or have a draw in time because it was down to 4 minutes. So it's like, it's the subtle things that make a difference, right? Brazen Borrower. All right, so they are going on the aggressive route here. And if they're going aggressive, we can just go Luris and Liberator. Like obviously we kind of want to duress here, but they're taking an aggressive line and we need to respect that. Here we are. And if this duress whiffs, like what are we doing, playing double Liberator? It's not that great. It's not that great. All right, Thassa, what are we hitting? We're getting swung for 11. So if they do have a bounce spell for this Luris, we are dead actually, because they can just make it not be able to block. And can we get them off of Devotion? No, we really can't. So here we are. Here we are, down by Brazen Borrowers. Target creature you control can't be blocked. Yeah, I'm not going crazy. Engulf the Shore. Jesus. Bud, you have 3 minutes left on your clock. I don't think right now is the time to go engulf the shore. I don't think that's the time. Maybe I'm crazy, but call me crazy. So we know they have a Brazen Borrower in their hand and a mystery card. Yeah, whatever, let's duress them. Thassa's Oracle, holy shit, that thing can scry a million. Yeah, I'm actually gonna shock here and play out our 2 Liberators. It makes it so that their Brazen Borrower fizzles, which is Oh, I guess I made a mistake. They can just make this unblockable. Whatever. It's okay. They need to play their Brazen Borrower out now. Oh, we did lose this game, technically, if they know what they're doing. I'm assuming they do, because people on these crazy brews typically know what's going on. But... Alright, so we're going to match 3. And we just need to not die. That is our game plan. So, okay, I guess they're just not representing lethal yet. Okay, they're gonna hold priority. Oh, no. All right, well, we'll block. Guess I'll pop the Witching Well, like, whatever. You wanna draw 2? I'm not really sure. I mean, all right. I'm like very lost to what's going on in this game. Like they have, like, I don't know if you guys play Magic Online, but they have a minute left and they're thinking in combat right now. Bud, you gotta go. All right, they just said GG's. That sucks. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know what I think about it. But anyways, I'll see you all in the final match. All right, folks, we're here for the final match, and we have a hand without any green sources, so it's a pretty easy mulligan, and we are on the draw. I don't know if I mentioned that, but all right, this hand looks pretty sweet. I think there are 2 things that I could bottom, either the Traverse, either the Luris or the Shaman. I feel like it's the Shaman. I think I'm fine with the rest of my hand. I don't think I want to bottom the Fatal Push, because there's definitely some matchups where this card's fantastic, but I also want to keep the Traverse around as a second land drop if we need it. So, oh, forgot to wish my opponent good luck, have fun. So let's do that. All right, well, they also don't have a, ooh, are we on the mirror match? Are we in the mirror match? Let's see. I guess we're gonna wait. We'll see if we're in the mirror match, but we'll have to wait. Hissing Quagmire, Sago. Huh. Interesting. Blooming Marsh. It kind of looks like we're in the mirror match. Is this a Grimflare? Satyr Wayfinder. All right. That was another card that oh, okay, no. Wow, that was a really good hit by them. Okay, so they hit Botanical Sanctum and they hit the combo here. The combo breaker. All right, well, we're in a tough situation here. Let's go Thought Seizing. Make sure that their hand's not insane after that still. Grizzly Salvage, what is this? Oh, Driven Despair. I think we're pretty dead here, but I think we need to take... I don't think it matters what we take. I think this game's just over. I mean... Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. We'll stick it out for a turn here. Go grab ourselves a land, but we're pretty toast. We're pretty toast. Maybe we can go like tick up. It's gonna be hard. They get to draw a bunch of cards here. It's gonna be a tough one, folks. And they get to make us discard like everything. Not good. Not good. Ugh. So painful. Alright. Well, I think our only actual line here is probably Liliana. Crazily enough, I think we need to tick up on the Amalgam here just to keep it alive. Then we can tick up Fatal Push, or even have like Luris as a blocker here. Grizzly Salvage here. Get a Ruon Crab. Why is that in their deck? Mill each opponent. Hello? It's not Hedron Crab. Oh, they even have a Haunt of the Dead. Haunt of the Dead. Yeah. All right. They discard. Yeah. Okay. Folks, I think I'm gonna pack it in here. They have too much value. We just can't win from here. We need our sideboard cards here to have a chance here. To have a chance. All right. I think Extinction Event's actually pretty good here. The Soul Guide Lanterns are fantastic. Obviously, that's the best card we have. And Scavenging Ooze is a close second. Things we don't need. I mean, Tireless Tracker is pretty bad here. Fatal Push is pretty bad here. Honestly, Duresses aren't that bad, so let's go with something like this. You kind of need a way to take things out of their hands, but obviously we're going to need this Deathrite Shaman, or, I mean, we have a lot of cards here. So all of these 1-drops here, Deathrite Shaman and Soul Guide Lanterns, are fantastic. So let's see. Ooze. Is turn 2 Scavenging Ooze where we want to be? I mean, if we're not keeping this, I don't know what we're keeping, so let's keep it. I mean, obviously a Soul Guide Lantern plus Luris Hearn would be hand would be better, but I think we don't need to mulligan for something like that unless we're on the play, or on the draw, I mean. And our opponent's mulligan to 4 here, so that's good news. That's good news. Now we can just go Scavenging Ooze on 1, or on 2, and then have 3 activations up and just ride that to victory. Maybe they mulligan to 3. Maybe they mulligan to 3. I wonder if they probably have Thoughtseize in their list somewhere in the 75 post board. That's something we need to be concerned about. Ooh. Leyline of the Void? Sure. Don't think we really care about that, but I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. All right, I'm gonna play the Ooze out. There could be like some reasons not to. If they have like a Fatal Push, obviously that would suck, but I also kind of just want to get this down as early as possible. What do we got here? Satyr, Wayfinder, please don't hit well. All right, that's not that bad. Not that bad. So we can just eat both of those, have an activation up, and yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot here. So we'll eat both now, no reason not to. And I guess we are essentially racing at this point. I wouldn't say we are racing, but we're getting in there. We are getting aggressive. So as long as this turn isn't too spooky, we should be okay. All right, don't care about any of this. Silver Smoke Ghoul. All right, that's pretty good. Well, Traverse doesn't do much because of this Leyline of the Void, so let's go Grimmy. Say go, I guess. We could just go find a basic forest now, but I'm not in any rush. We also could trophy away the Leyline. I'm not actually sure that really matters, but we'll see. 4 mana for Haunt of Dead. Haunt of the Dead. I think this is going to be a trophy target. Yeah, let's go get forests. I guess we can trophy the ghoul here. Doesn't really matter. I'm curious how many basics they have as well. Okay, it's fine. Extinction event. Well, not very good right now. All right, let's go to combat. We will attack with our Ooze. We'll bait them into blocking with, oh, wow. I'm surprised they didn't block with everything there. Honestly, would have, if I were them, I would have snapped that triple block off, but who knows? Who knows? 1, 2, Grizzly Salvage. All right. You got a Creeping Chill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Creeping Chill. Oh, I should have exiled it. Oopsies. Oopsies. Sure. This is fine. 2 flyers getting in. Will Murderous Rider, I guess, the Haunted Dead. Yeah, and we can just Extinction Event on Odd, I should say. So we should be pretty good here. Ooh, Abrupt Decay, that also works. So let's go eat the Haunt. Abrupt Decay, the Amalgam. Eat the Amalgam, get in there. All right, they concede. All right, folks, here we are. This is the match. Dun dun. Dun no no no. All right. So we are in the danger zone, folks. What do we need? What does Noxious Grass do? 0? Deathrite Shaman is a little bit sketchy on the draw here, but let's keep it. I mean, all right. I don't really know what else we can do here. We just gotta hope they don't have a busted start and that our opener is respectable. Which I'm not sure if this is gonna be good enough. We don't have a Graveyard Hate. We do have an Oath and Nissa. And 2 Thoughtseizes, which Thoughtseizes are pretty good here. They mulligan to 6. I think we can mulligan here. I think we have enough. Shit. I'm gonna keep this one. They're mulliganing to 5. I think this hand gets much better with that. Grimflayer can hopefully find something. All right, with the mulligan to 5, I'm a little bit less intrigued with Duress. So let me. All right, tap land on 1's good. All right, we can even play our Grimflayer here if we need on 2. Okay, so their hand is Assassin's Trophy, Satyr Wayfinder. We'll take one of the Wayfinders. We don't really care about the trophy. Like, it's a fine card, but we'll deal with it when we get there. Prized Amalgam, Forest. Okay. All right, we're here, folks. We're here. So let's go Thoughtseizing again. Hopefully nothing good. Yeah, we'll take the Assassin's Trophy, play our land drop. Say go. Deal to the instep here. Okay, so their hand is Prized Amalgam and blank. All right, we might be okay. We need to obviously draw into something, but Grimflayer helps with that. Deathrite Shaman, hell yeah. Let's freaking go. Give us a turn, opponent. Don't find anything. Give us a freaking turn, I swear. Cross our fingers, please. A turn, 1 turn. That's all I ask for. Just draw a freaking blooming or a botanical sanctum. Give us a turn. Just exiling 1 Prized Amalgam is so huge for us. Creeping Chill. Hell yeah. Deal. Count me in. Sweet. We get to untap. Hell yeah. Hell yes. All right. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Bin all this shit. Let's find Delirium and or yeah. All right, let's say go. We can exile the Prized Amalgam when we get the chance. Ooh, maybe I should have done it now in case they draw. In case they draw a Gurmag Angler, I should start eating it now instead of later. Exile Prized Amalgam. All right. Grimflayer number 2, not bad. Come on, Grimmy. Give us something good, Grim. Aluris, sadly not good enough. We're looking for a Soul Guide Lantern, please. We can also Abrupt Decay this next turn. I think this time I'm not gonna worry about a Gurmag. I guess they could exile everything, but that's not that big of a deal. They concede! We got there! Holy shit! We did it! We did it! Alright, folks, let's talk about the list. Oopsies, that's not the right thing. Pioneer, Add Salt. Let's talk about your list. So I think the concerns that we mentioned early on were pretty much, I don't know, they were there. We could see them. So cards I did not like. I didn't really love the Deathrite Shamans, although they were good, but I think you need to build the deck differently. You need 4 Fabled Passages. I think you need some number of Field of Ruins if you're gonna do that. So you either gotta like commit to that plan or not. I do like the idea of having Lurrus in the main and making it a Traverse deck. So if you're gonna do that, you need more fetch lands. You need the Fabled Passages, you need the Field of Ruins. all of that. Main deck, what else was bad? I didn't love Liliana the Last Hope. I liked the Golgari Queen. I think that you might want to take out the Liliana the Last Hopes, add in some more trackers, maybe have like one or two, you know, like maybe a questing beast, maybe I don't know what other, like an Ishkana, some weird traverse target, something like one or two in the main. And then for the sideboard, I think you should do that as well. You should just go full traverse package here. And if you don't want to do that, you could do something else. Like you could just like trim the Deathrite Shamans, maybe go a little bit more controlling. I'm not sure exactly. That'd be a little bit more difficult for me to like figure out how to do. So I can't really elaborate on that now, but like something like that. And like I do think the deck went really well. We went 3-2, which is pretty fine for any mid-range deck. Obviously, you want to go 50 against the field. We played against a lot of diverse stuff. We beat a really weird control deck. We beat the what was it? The prowess list and the whatchamacallit, the graveyard deck on the end there. We lost to Niv, which I mean, let's be honest, how the hell are we supposed to beat Niv? I'm not really sure. I think that's probably going to be the hardest matchup. I don't remember what the fifth one was. Whatever we lost to, I don't remember. So sorry about that. But anyways, thank you very much, AdSalt. We really appreciated the list. It looked really good here. And yeah, I'm curious to see. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you liked the Pioneer or not. I might do some more, like, obviously rock stuff, but we'll see. We'll see about it. Just let me know. And yeah, everyone have a good one. I'll see y'all.